How's it going, guys? Welcome to VFG Movie Reviews, and this is my review for The Goonies. Guys, if you could, give us a like, give us a subscribe, help us grow in 2024. I'd sure appreciate it. Thank you. Now let's get right into this review. Now, I have to say that I don't feel I can really add anything to the greatness that is this film, something from my childhood, something from many other people's childhood, this movie still lives in the zeitgeist as it is. There are rumblings that there is going to be a sequel to Goonies, which now I do believe that there doesn't need to be a sequel to Goonies at all, but it would be cool to bring back the cast and see what happened after they saved the Goondocks. It would be pretty interesting, but again, I say does not need a sequel. It was pretty definitive ending, and I don't think we need to add anything to it. But the story, we'll go with the story of the Goonies. This rich people are buying up all the land in Astoria, Oregon, where the Goonies takes place, and they're going to put a golf course there, and they don't have enough money to stop them from doing it. So they pretty much resign that this is the last summer that all these people are going to be able to be together. This is an adventure of being a child. This is an adventure of trying to help your parents out of a situation, which I think all kids at some point have that moment where they're like, I need to help my parents, either through a divorce or something like that. And this is what it is. And we have some great archetypes that have just spanned out through film today, Stranger Things, everything is just amazing because I never got to see this movie in the theaters. I got to see this. Fathom Events did a screening. This was truly, truly fun to go see in the theaters. I was expecting it to be in one of the bigger theaters, but it was kind of in one of the smaller theaters, so it kind of didn't have that big feel to it, but it was still nice. Our theater was full. It was nice to see other people who love the Goonies like I do. My friend up in Canada, Olivia, she is a huge Goonies fan, but she reminds me of Goonies all the time. She would have definitely been one of those kids going down to find One-Eyed Willie, and I truly did love it. Let's get to the cast, because the cast is just phenomenal. We have Sean Astin playing Mikey. We have Josh Brolin playing Brandon. We have Jeffrey Cohen playing Chunk. We have Corey Feldman playing Mouth. We have Kerry Green playing Andy. We have one of my 80s crushes, Martha Plimpton playing Steph. Kyuhei Kwan playing Data. We have John Masterak, I think is his name, playing Sloth. We have Robert Divil playing Jake. We have Joe Pantoliano playing Francis. We have Anne Ramsey, who has been in so many movies in the 80s. Throw Mama from the Train, just a ton. Throw Mama from the Train is one of my favorite. Anne Ramsey playing Mama Fratelli. It's so fun, and every inch of this movie, starting off telling the Fratelli story, and then leading into the Goonies going on the adventure to find One-Eyed Willie's treasure, and then them meeting up, and then my favorite thing about this movie is Jake and Francis, them going back and forth, but they're still trying to make sure each other are okay. But they're like, wanting to shoot each other, stab each other, getting into fights, and when they go across the log, but Data put the slick shoes and oiled up and they both fall and crack their nuts and everything, and they fall off, but they're still beating the shit out of each other. I fucking love. They had such good chemistry. Like, you could tell they were brothers. And I love that. And I absolutely love that. One of my other favorite scenes is the scene where Mikey finds One-Eyed Willie, and he's sitting there and he's just he's one with Willie. He's like telling his whole story to Willie like he's a person and not just a skeleton, right? And I love that. And then when he turns back and sees everybody standing there, like, they understand how much all this meant to him. And it's so good, man. It's so good. I absolutely fucking... This movie is beautiful. And let's not forget my other big time 80s crush, Cyndi Lauper, who is just phenomenal with the soundtrack. I absolutely love it. We need to bring back movies where they get a star to do like a whole soundtrack for a movie. It's so damn good. It's so damn good. I do like, I have to say, still to this day, Rosalita, Lupe Ondavorso, or Ontavogus. I fucked that last name up. I do apologize, but she is absolutely one of my favorite characters in this movie. Mouth just everything Mouth does to her. And then she finds the gems, which they could have just bought the whole fucking town. Those gems literally bought that whole fucking town. The Goonies own that whole town. And just that whole last scene, he's like, "Feed me," and Mouth's like, "What?" It's like, don't sign. Like, it's such a good movie. I would like to see her back. If they do a sequel, I'd like to see her back. It would be interesting to see if they do that. Where does this lie on my 5-star review scale? Of course, the story is a 5. The cinematography is a 5. The characters are a 5. The design is a 5. Such beautiful 80s. Man, I wish I could go back. Which brings our total to 5 stars. It's so beautiful. I love this movie. And I hope you love this movie too. And I hope you show this movie to your kids. It's such a good, feel-good film. Sloth is amazing, and it has such a good moment. Like, I know I ended the review, but another just great moment is when Sloth and Chunk are talking, and he's like, "You're gonna live with me now, and I'm gonna take care of you." And it's so fucking gorgeous. It makes me cry every time. It makes me cry every time because they don't care. They don't care. They just love everybody, and I love that. Guys, have you seen the Goonies? Let me know down below in the comments. I'd sure love to talk to you about some Goonies. It's my favorite film. It really is one of my favorite films. And I've been wanting to do this review for a long time, and I'm glad I got to do it. Give us that like. Give us a subscribe. Help us grow in 2025. It's going to be a minute till I get that down. And I will see you in my next review. Bye.